Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy. This is Mac here, and hope everyone having a great day and had a very, very great Memorial Day weekend. But today it's Monday, the 30th of May, and I just basically wanted to talk about what's in the news today, which is a 4-year old kid. Uh, he goes into the gorilla habitat in the zoo in Cincinnati, and basically, this is what CNN has reported that the kid told his mother that he wanted to go in there and get in there with the gorilla. She told him no. Basically, took her eyes off the kid. The kid took shit into his own matters, went over the railing, started to climb down, and then he fell about, you know, uh, 8 to 12 feet into the water where the gorilla was. Now, in the results, this lasted for about a good, I don't know, 5, 10 minutes with the gorilla and the kid, and the gorilla was just dragging him like a rag doll through the water. Um, in this video, I've seen three things. Okay, in this video, I've seen a mother who need to pay close to fucking attention to her child at the age of 4 years old. You don't let a 4-year old run around in a zoo in a place where they can actually go over the railing and put matters into their own hands, which is put their life in danger. Um, that's one thing I saw. Two things was, yes, it did look like the gorilla was almost protecting the child. But the gorilla doesn't know its own strength. The gorilla don't know how, you know, weak and fragile a 4-year old kid is. They're comparing it to a baby monkey, which they can grab like that and swing like that, and the baby monkey can keep up. If not, they can still take it. They can take the pulling and the dragging. The third thing that I saw was danger, fear from the child. And you can also hear the fear from all the other adults that was in the zoo at the time witnessing this. Now, there's a lot of argue over they shouldn't have killed the gorilla, or they could have done something else than shoot it and kill it that way. And a lot of people keep talking about the tranquilizer. Why didn't they shoot the tranquilizer? Let me tell you something. That tranquilizer can take minutes to actually hit effect. For the gorilla to show some type of effect about it. And sometimes it can take more than one tranquilizer. Now, if you have a gorilla in its own habitat, and it could have been tranquilized before, or could have been hurt before, could have been pinched before. But what makes it even worse is if this gorilla never been tranquilized before and don't know the feeling of how it is to get stuck with a needle being shot out from a gun coming full force. I'm pretty sure it hurts. I'm pretty sure it gives some type of pain. It's not enough hurt to harm the gorilla, where it'll kill him just because you hit him with a tranquilizer gun. But it's enough that if it comes out of nowhere, it can scare the gorilla, and the gorilla can panic. This is just common sense. There's a lot of people out there saying, but you shouldn't have killed the gorilla. You didn't have to kill the gorilla. I don't know what type of people they are, but you have a 4-year-old kid trapped with a 17-year-old gorilla. You realize a gorilla have the strength of 5 to 10 men. 5 to 10 men. That means that gorilla could have dragged a 600-pound person the same way it did that 4-year-old child. So, without the gorilla trying to be danger to the child, it still is a dangerous situation for the child. The way he dragged that child, like, suppose it was a handicapped child, or suppose there was no water. That's the only way I see that that child has survived that drag, because of the water. You know, he was able to float in it as the gorilla drags him. But suppose it was just cement or rocks and you know, stones and stuff like that. That child could have came out with serious mental conditions, or, you know, serious injuries, period. So when you have a mammal that is 500 pounds, the strength of 5 to 10 men, can move a car if it wants to, could have thrown the child right back up where it belongs if they wanted to, if they knew how to. They could definitely have done that. Why question? Why would you tranquilize an animal, and the only thing that's in that habitat with it is that child? So if you did shoot it with a tranquilizer gun, it would have been wondering, where is it coming from? Who did that? And when it look and see it's the child, the only thing that's there, is going to think, now the child is trying to harm me. Let me give it a little pet to tell it don't do that. And you pet it. Once again, this thing has the strength of 5 to 10 grown, strong men. That pet could have ended that child's life. So, once again, shooting it with a tranquilizer gun that will take effect in a few minutes, that would have been even more danger to a child. I just don't get it, why this is even a story. I understand the story of a child being in there and you know, it's a near-death experience. It could have been a near-death experience. But I don't understand why is it a debate on a different way of handling the gorilla, a full-grown gorilla. Okay, for those who are watching this and you're wondering the same, well, not wondering the same thing, but you're against what I'm saying, and you're saying it could have been a different way they could have handled that, or it could have been, let me tell you this. This is not the Jungle Book, okay? It's not. Even if that gorilla wouldn't have killed that kid, we do not have the chance, the opportunity to sit and wait. We're not taking the risk to see if the gorilla would have, you know, took care of the child and brought it to safety and gave it back to the zookeeper. So, I mean, come on. Seriously? I'm not saying that's impossible of happening. I'm pretty sure it happened before. But I'm pretty sure a gorilla has killed someone before, too. You might not hear much about it, but I'm sure it had happened. You know, so look at it this way. If you go into the jungle and it's a family of gorillas around, and one of their baby gorillas wander over to you, and or it's lost, or it seems lost, and these gorillas are searching for the baby gorilla. If you pick it up and go, let me go ahead and, you know, send it back to, you know, find its home, or you know, whatever the case may be, what do you think those gorillas going to do when they see that they've been looking for this gorilla child for the longest, and it end up with some human being walking with it? Do you think that gorilla is going to take its baby gorilla back and look at you like, thank you? No, 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 no. It might do that to a zookeeper. It might understand that the zookeeper is no harm to this gorilla. But if you're in the jungle where they don't know about zoos, they don't know about zookeepers, they are home. They are where they was birthed at. They are where they were originated from. The jungle. What do you think those gorillas going to do to that one human being? You think they're just going to tap it and say, don't touch my gorilla anymore? No. They're going to hit you. Not saying they're trying to kill you, but they're trying to defend themselves. But with a gorilla with the strength of, once again, 5 to 10 grown, strong men could kill you with just a nice swap to the face, could break your neck, could crush your skull. So, if you have a 4-year-old inside the habitat of a gorilla who's been locked down and all he sees is these people walking around all the time, and one finally falls down there and you don't know what to do, if it's my child, yes, kill it. I want it dead. Don't sit there and tell me, look, we're going to hit it with a tranquilizer gun. If that don't work, and we're going to see what happens then, and then we're going to... No. Because one swing, one wrong move from this big-ass gorilla can kill my 4-year-old son. And that's the same thing that gorilla would be thinking if you had its gorilla baby in your arms, and they're wondering where the hell is my baby gorilla. Once they catch you with it, you better haul ass, boy. Because I guarantee you can't outrun it. You can't outrun it. You can't sit there and talk to it and explain yourself. So, killing the gorilla, it's sad, but it was a chance that you just had to take. You just had to take it. So I don't feel any sorrow for the decisions that the zookeeper or security or the zoo period decisions they made to take that chance. You know, you got a human being that is stuck in there. You know, I mean, what else do you do? So stop saying tranquilizer. People keep bringing up tranquilizers and stuff. Like, what do you think? They're going to hit it with a tranquilizer and all of a sudden it's just going to... No. If it was that easy, it wouldn't have been a choice. It's like, oh, hit them with a tranquilizer. It doesn't work like that. That thing could have took 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 50 seconds, a minute, 2, 3, 4. We've seen this on TV so many times. They hit some with a tranquilizer and it just kind of, you know, it looks around and wondering who the hell shot it, what was it, and then it waits a while, and in a couple of minutes or a minute or two, it end up getting drowsy. You don't think that gorilla would have had enough strength to be mad and pissed off that something just pinched him and he don't know what the hell it was and it scared the hell out of him, and the only closest living thing that is capable of doing that is right there beside him? Or her, whatever the gorilla was. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to to the sex of it. But are you serious? I say kudos to the person whose decision was it to shoot it. And make sure you shot it until it didn't have any type of defensive mode in it to do anything to harm that child. Kudos to you. You made the right decision, and if you watch this video, don't feel sorry for yourself. You can feel sorry because you had some type of, you know, bonding relationship with that gorilla or something like that. You didn't want to see it die, but hey, you're a hero. You saved a 4-year-old child. Congratulations. So, that's all I have to say about that. Thumbs up this video. Make sure you subscribe to this page. And if you think differently, or if you agree, or if you know any other ways they could have stopped this, you got any bright ideas about that, go ahead and post inside the comments and let me know what you think about that. All right, guys, your boy, this is Mac.